So after you've completed drawing the walls, adding the doors, the windows, and adding a floor to your drawing, you're going to add components. And components are furniture, plumbing fixtures, and cabinetry. So first we're going to start off adding furniture to this bedroom right here. So to add furniture, we're going to go to Architecture and Component. Let's go ahead and find the bed. We're going to go to Load Family. Go down to Furniture. And you can see that it's separated into 4 simple categories. So we're going to start off with beds. And let's go ahead and insert the shaker bed. You can see that there's not too many options here for furniture, but you can find a lot of furniture Revit blocks online. And then also, a lot of furniture manufacturers are making Revit blocks now as well. So let's click on Bed Shaker and hit Open. Now, as you bring it into the space, you can then place it on the wall, and you can see that it kind of automatically snaps to the edge of that wall there. And then once you're done inserting the bed, you would just hit Escape to end the command. Now, you can also add components and change the size. So I'm going to click on Component, Load Family, and I'm going to go down to Storage Options. And we're going to select the dresser option. You can see it's just a standard picture of our dresser. And I'm going to click Open. And then I actually have to escape out of this. And then since I've loaded it into the family or into the drawing already, it should be within my grouping here. There, you can see it right there. Okay, so as you're bringing it into the drawing, remember that you can use your modify tools here once you place something to rotate, move, and copy. But if you just want to rotate something before you place it, just hit the space bar and it will turn it on a 45-degree angle. Now this dresser is a little long for that space, especially if you consider adding window panels to this window here. So what you can do is you can research the dresser that you want and the overall size to make sure it fits in the space. And for your floor plan, you can take this block and you can actually edit it. So I'm going to go to Edit Type. And I know that the width is 4 feet. That's a little bit too long, so I may change that to a 3-foot dresser. You can also change the depth, and then you can also change the height. So if I wanted to go a little bit higher, I could do that. Then you hit Apply and OK. And you could see it changed the overall size of that dresser. So to complete this floor plan, you would then add 2 table nightstands on either side of the bed. Now let's go down to the bathroom here and we'll add some plumbing fixtures. So let's go again to Architecture and Component, Load Family, and we're going to go up to Plumbing. In Architectural, and we're going to click on Fixtures. A water closet is just another name for a toilet, so we're going to click on that. I always insert the 3D models in case I want to bring or do a 3D drawing later. So you'll select the toilet, domestic, 3D. And then we're going to go down to that family. Click on Toilet, Domestic, 3D. And then remember, hit your space bar, and we're just going to place it in the room for now. Don't worry about the measurements. We'll fix that later. The next thing that we need to add is the bath. So I'm going to hit Component, Load Family, go back up to Plumbing, and then we're going to go to Bathtubs. And we're going to do Tub, Rectangular, 3D, and then hit Open. And as you bring it in, remember we would want the plumbing to be all on one wall, and a shared plumbing wall, so there's a bathroom directly to the south of this bathroom. So the drain should actually be facing the other direction. So I'm going to hit spacebar to flip that around, and then I'll place it in the middle of this wall. And that wall should be perfectly built to actually be the perfect dimension to fit a standard size tub. So I'll hit escape to end my command. The next thing that we're going to do is build the vanity, which is actually three separate components. We have the vanity cabinet, the countertop, and then the sink. So we're going to go to Component, Load Family, and let's go down to Sinks. You can see that there's a whole series of sinks here that you can use. Some are for a kitchen and then some are for a vanity. But before we add the sink, we're actually going to go and find the cabinet. So you kind of build it from the bottom up. So vanity cabinets and kitchen cabinets can all be found under the casework file. You see you have several different categories: wall, tall cabinets, shelving, countertops, and then base cabinets. For a vanity, it would be a base cabinet. You can see you have a few different options here for vanities. We have the vanity single door, which is very small, and then a single door and drawer. And then this is the one that we probably want. The double door sink unit is probably the most basic vanity cabinet. And then here's a much larger one. So let's go ahead and insert this one into the drawing. We'll see if it will fit. So we're going to click Open. And it does fit into the space. So we're going to place that cabinet right here. Okay, so after you place the cabinet, then you need to add a countertop. So we're going to hit Component, Load Family, and then we're going to page up and go to Countertops. Now there are some countertops that are already created with the hole cut in them so that you can add the sink. So I'm going to go to Vanity, Countertop with round sink hole. Now you can see it's going the wrong direction, so I'm going to hit my space bar. You want that line in the back along the wall, that double line there, because that will allow you to, that actually symbolizes the backsplash area. So I'm going to go ahead and place that. And I can see I got to do a little bit of cleanup work on this drawing here. So I'm going to go in and select that cabinet. And you can see how it's kind of inside that wall. So I'm going to use my mouse, or not my mouse, my arrows to navigate that and get that closer to the wall. And then I'm going to hit Modify, and then I'll select that sink area too to make sure that's overhanging that cabinet and that it's also aligned with the wall. Okay, so the last item we would add to this plan is the sink. So we'll go to Architecture and Component, Load Family, and we're going to go back up to the Plumbing folder. Go down to Sinks, and we need a vanity round sink. It's going the wrong direction, so I'm going to rotate that by using my space bar. You can see it automatically kind of aligns with that sink hole that is cut out of the countertop. So we'll try to get it as close to that as possible, just so it's mainly centered. That looks almost perfect. Okay, so that's how you would add components to the floor plan as far as furniture, and then also adding components to the bathroom.